Right, today we're going to talk about gradient. So let's suppose it's been snowing, and this is me on a sledge going looking for a hill to sledge down. One of the things I might look for in a hill is how steep it is. Its slope. The posh word for this is gradient, and gradient is what we're talking about today. So what is it about this hill that tells me how steep it is and what its slope is? Well, it's got something to do with the height that I fall down going down the hill. Okay, this is the vertical height. It's the straight up height. Okay, and it's got something to do with how long drawn out the hill is, right? Because I could have a hill like this, or I could have a hill that has the same vertical height here, but over a much shorter distance. And clearly this is a steeper hill, and this is a less steep hill. This hill has a bigger gradient, this hill has a smaller gradient. So it's about the vertical height, how high up the hill is, and it's also about the horizontal, right? It's about the horizontal distance. It's about how far across the hill goes. So let's just do a quick example with numbers. Okay, let's suppose the vertical height here is going to be 5 meters drop, and let's suppose that happens over an 8 meter distance like that. Okay, let's suppose here I've got a 5 meter drop and it happens over a 2 meter distance. Now, the formula sheet for Nat4 maths tells you what to do about this, and Nat5 maths as well. It's got a wee diagram. It's got a diagram like this. The diagram labels the vertical height and the horizontal distance, and it tells you this fact. It tells you that gradient equals vertical height divided by horizontal distance. So this fact is given to you. Gradient equals vertical height divided by horizontal distance. And the diagram also labels for you, this is the vertical height, how high up and down it goes. And this is the horizontal distance, how far across it goes. So all I'm going to do here, gradient is going to equal what? It's the vertical height, which is 5. So gradient is vertical height over horizontal distance. Vertical height is 5 divided by 8. And if you type 5 divided by 8 into your calculator, it'll tell you something like 0.625, I expect. So that's for this one. There's no actual units for gradient, it's literally a number that describes the slope. This one, what's the gradient of this slope? Well, it's vertical height, 5 again, divided by horizontal distance, which is 2 this time. So 5 divided by 2, which is 2.5. So here you can see I've got a much bigger number than I do here, because it's a much steeper slope here than it is here.